Alright y'all, so we sauced them, had them on for about 10 minutes. Let's take a peek. Looking pretty good, so let's see if we can flip these over. Without busting them up. Ooh, this ain't gonna be easy. I'm gonna need to get some help. I'll be right back. Hey everybody, Mike Chavez here once again. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. A couple weeks ago, I made some chicken wings with some Korean BBQ sauce. I fell in love with that sauce, y'all. That sauce was so awesome. I decided to try it on some spare ribs. So I got me a couple of racks of spare ribs from my wholesale warehouse. So I'm going to fire these up on the Char-griller Gravity 980 with probably some apple wood and some hickory wood. I'm going to season these up like you would any other barbecue spare ribs, but the twist comes, I'm going to make up some more of that Korean barbecue sauce. I got a couple of additions that I've decided to put in that sauce from the last time. So I'm going to show you the ingredients right now. Alright y'all, for my spare ribs, I'm going to put some It's Incredible on there to start off with. Had one of my subscribers ask me, would you quit using It's Incredible? And no, I was out, but I just got a brand new bottle in the other day. And I'm going to top that off with some Cosmo's Honey Killer Bee for some sweetness. So we'll get these ribs opened up, trimmed up, get them trimmed, get them good. So now, the sauce. Now y'all, I know that's a lot of ingredients right there, but don't let it scare you. It's not that complicated. You can get all this stuff at your Walmart, and what you can't get at the Walmart, like the gochujang and the Shaoxing wine, you can get on Amazon. Very simple. So what we're going to do, got some Sang stir fry oil, got some ginger. I don't have it up here, but I'm going to put a couple cloves of garlic, ketchup, gochujang. And today, to fire it up a little bit more, we're going to put some hot chili garlic sauce. So you got the Huy Fong Foods, got the rooster on the label. Got some rice vinegar, some soy sauce, the Shaoxing wine, honey, and this time we're going to put some roasted sesame oil in it. So this is going to be really good. It's really simple, y'all. So stand by. I'll take my time, show you step by step how this is done. And you can do it too if you want. But I tell you what, this is going to be good. Alright y'all, so the first thing I need to do, get the membranes off of these ribs. It's pretty simple. Some people will take a knife or a fork and go under. I'm going to try to do it without doing all that. Paper towel. Got to have a paper towel to get a hold of it. See if we can get it. This might take a minute. Got to get under it. There's a loose section up here on this bone. Here we go. So, get a hold of it. Here we go. Coming off. Pull it on off there. Alright. Not too bad, not too bad. So you want to come through here. Get you a good sharp knife. Of course I like my Rapala fillet knife. I'll trim these up a teeny bit. We don't need to be real crazy with it. Got a little bit of fat here. That ain't too much, so we're going to leave most of that on there. Flip it over. What you usually end up having, of course you want to dry these ribs pretty good, is this fat cap on the end of your rack here. So you definitely kind of want, unless you want really fat ribs. It looks like that's a chunk of meat there, but it's actually, if you see underneath, it's mostly fat. So we're going to go under that. See that? Underneath you got, that'll fool you. So if you don't want a big mouthful of fat, you want to trim that up a bit. Alright? Quite a bit of fat there. Usually on most spare ribs have that fat there. Alright, that's all I'm going to do with this. So I'm going to get the other rack, and I'll bring you back. Alright y'all, since we're doing these Asian style, now I don't usually use a binder on my ribs. A lot of people will put apple juice or mustard on here. What I'm going to do is put a little bit of my soy sauce. I like this Pearl River Bridge Superior Light soy sauce. I ain't going to go too crazy with it, just a little splash. Rub it in. Alright. Flip it over. A little bit on this back side. Let's go. Whoa. Alright. So, put a light sprinkle of It's Incredible. You don't need a whole lot on the bone side anyway. But you want to concentrate on this meat area here. Go a little bit heavier there. Then we'll take our Cosmos Honey Killer Bee. This has got some good sweetness. We'll go a little heavier with that. This is pretty sweet. Got a little salt, mostly sweet. Got honey powder in it, a bunch of other stuff, garlic. Okay, now I know they call this rub, but you should don't rub it, you want to pat it. Pat it down, flip it over. It's incredible. Tell you what, It's Incredible, some awesome stuff. I use it on everything. I did it on some, I put it on some pork chops and pan seared them last night. You talk about good. Oh my goodness. Those pork chops are almost as good as a ribeye steak. I say almost now, not quite, but almost. Alright, see now we go kind of light in here. Alright, let's get our Honey Killer Bee. This is the fat end here. This is a lot thicker, so you want to go a little heavier on this end. Alright, get this one. There we go. So now we need to let this rub sweat. This rub will draw a little moisture out and sweat. So while we're waiting on that to happen, go get the cooker fired up. So we're doing the Char-griller Gravity 980 once again. I'm loving that cooker. So let me go get the grill fired up, and I'll bring you back when I'm taking the ribs out. Alright, so I'm going to crank this up to about 450. Just give it about 25-30 minutes. You see the smoke's already rolling a little bit. So we'll get this up to 450. Get the grates hot. Give it a good cleaning. We'll back it back down to 375 or 275 and bring the ribs out. Alright y'all, we got this thing on up to 450. Clean the grates. Turned it back down to 250. It's going to take a while for this thing to cool off, but we're going to go ahead and get the ribs on. So we'll go bone side down, right in the middle. Now you want to kind of compress them together a little bit when they're on a flat surface like that, because that's how they're going to end up cooking. Alright, so there we go. Let's put them to bed. We'll give these about 2 hours. Alright y'all, these have been on here for a couple hours. Let's take a peek, see what we're looking like. Temperature is about 280. So, a little dry on the outside. Got some pretty good bend. We're going to need to spritz these. I got some water with apple cider vinegar here. Give these a spritz. So I'm going to let these go about another hour or so. Then we'll wrap them up. Alright y'all, it's been about 3 hours. So, we're going to get these off of here and get them wrapped. So we got some aluminum foil. They are looking good. So, get this big old rack, lay it down on the foil, bring it over here, take some butter, about a half a stick, brown sugar. We're just going to do this on one side. Honey. Here we go. Wrap this up. Put this back over on the cooker. So we're going to leave this same temperature for about an hour. We'll unwrap them, sauce them up. Speaking of sauce, let's go in the house and make the sauce, shall we? Alright y'all, in case you missed it the last time, we're going to make our Korean barbecue sauce once again. Since last week I've got hold of this Lodge little sauce pot for barbecue sauce. So I figured we'd utilize it for this here. So we got this heat on fairly low because this thing's going to get pretty warm. Just like last time, we're going to start with our Sang stir fry oil. So we'll put us about a teaspoon or so in there. Let that get hot. Got about 2 fat garlic cloves on down in there. Don't let that heat get too high on you. So let's give this a stir. Let it get nice and fragrant. Oh my. A lot of garlic, but that's okay. It's gonna be good. So let that garlic cook up. And we'll get our ginger paste. Put a good tablespoon, couple nice squeezes of garlic paste in there. I mean garlic paste, ginger paste. Give that a little stir. Get it cooked up. Ooh, that ginger smell hit you right in the nose. I like it. Alright, I want that to burn. So we'll take, once again, about 1/4 cup of ketchup or so. Get our gochujang. 2 good spoonfuls. Oh yeah. Stir that up a bit. There we go. Get that nice and stirred up. We get our rice vinegar. About a teaspoon of that or so. Soy sauce. Our Pearl River Bridge good soy sauce. About a teaspoon of that. Get our Shaoxing, Chinese Shaoxing wine. About a teaspoon of that. Give it a stir. Turn the heat down a bit. All right, now to kick this up a notch, we'll get our chili garlic sauce. I'm gonna put 2 nice teaspoons of that in there. Get her mixed up. All right. So now, put a good amount of honey in there. I want this to be pretty sweet. A couple tablespoons of honey. Stir it on up. Also a little different this time. I'm going to put about a tablespoon of brown sugar in there too. So let's let this come back to a simmer. All right, that's come up to a good simmer. Now, I'm going to shut the heat off. Put a good glug of roasted sesame oil in here. No more than a teaspoon. You don't need a whole lot. There we go. That's enough. Give it a stir. And that is our Korean barbecue sauce. Alright y'all, these have been on here wrapped for about an hour. So let's get them unwrapped. Temperature's been up pretty high. Hopefully they ain't falling apart. We shall see. So, let's get them unwrapped. Nice steam. Nice pull back on the bones. See if you can see that. So, just try to get this out of here. Without dumping too much of that juice inside the grill. Alright, so these are about done. So what we're going to do here, got my Korean style barbecue sauce. So we're going to sauce these down nice. paint the bones a little bit. We'll let that set up for about 10 minutes. We'll come back and flip them. And sauce the other side. So 10 minutes, y'all. Alright, y'all, so we sauced them. Had them on for about 10 minutes. Let's take a peek. Looking pretty good, looking pretty good. So let's see if we can flip these over. Without busting them up. Ooh, this ain't gonna be easy. I'm gonna need to get some help. I'll be right back. All right, so let's see here. Got my spatula. See if we can get these flipped without busting them. That one's a little thinner. This one here feels much firmer. Flip that over, drag it back. Get this side sauced up. And this one here is going to be falling off the bone, which some people like that. It'll be all right. It'll eat. So, this side all sauced up. Give them 10 minutes. We'll take these off of here. All right, y'all, time's up. Let's get these things off of here. Over we go, looking mighty fine, mighty fine. See, I have to flip that over. Get the meat side up. There we go. All right. Get these bad boys in the house. All right, y'all. In the house. So, let me bring this up here on my cutting board. There we go. Looking good. Smelling good. So, see if we can carve this up a little bit. Get some choice pieces here. I might double bone this one here. Let me see. So I got a new platter I want to try out tonight.
There's people fishing it, so I mean, you could see where we took Mr. James then the other day with mud. We in the mud out here, and that's what catfishing is, man. You're going to fish those spots where other people don't want to fish.
Close-up view. Spare ribs with Korean style barbecue sauce. Oh my goodness. All right, y'all. Here it is. Spare ribs with Korean style barbecue sauce. But before I do this taste test, I want to give a big shout out. See if you can see this. to my buddy Stan of Two Stans Fishing. I'll leave a link below. Y'all go check him out. Got a great channel. Here you go, Stan. Two Stans Fishing. See if you can see that. There we go. Two Stans Fishing. All right, y'all. Back to business. Korean style barbecue sauce, smoked spare ribs. Man, that smells good, y'all. Ooh, you know me and my ribs. I love my ribs. All right, enough of that. Y'all ready? Say it with me. Taste! Y'all, you don't even need teeth to eat these ribs. Look at that. My goodness. That is so darn good. I got smack. All that stuff. So, that's it for the ribs. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave me a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. And by all means, hit that subscribe button if you haven't done it yet. I appreciate it, y'all. So, dinner time. Taste!